There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and produced by West Virginia Public Broadcasting, with support provided by Bailey Glasser. Welcome to another Mountain Stage with our host, Kathy Mattea.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning round, a simple song. Thank you. Hello, and welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio for the Mountain State of West Virginia. I'm Kathy Mattea, and we are back home at the Culture Center Theater in Charleston, West Virginia. We're so glad to be back and so happy to have you here with us. Two of our favorite singer-songwriters, who each, by the way, made their first appearance on Mountain Stage in 1991. They have joined forces, and they are back with a brand new album. Dave, Alvin, and Jimmie Dale Gilmore are here, along with the Guilty Ones. And a Nashville writer known for his keen sense of humor, humanity, and heart. So glad to welcome back Will Hoge. Yes, sir. Later on in this hour, we'll hear from Sarah Siskin, another incredible songwriter with a singular voice. She's come over from North Carolina. And just a bit, we'll welcome award-winning Latin artist Alex Cuba for the first time to Mountain Stage. But we're going to open the show this week with a singer, songwriter, actor, and filmmaker, born and raised in D.C. She has a wide variety of influences, including traditional Irish music, jazz, and musical theater. Her first two EPs reached #1 on the iTunes World Music Charts. 5 years ago, she moved to New York City, and she started to integrate into the vibrant music scene there. And out of that came her debut full-length album, released last year, called It's All True. She has a formidable internet presence with 2 million plus followers. And we are happy to have her here for the first time on Mountain Stage. Please welcome MALINDA.
I said grace all for nothing this morning, facing the world on empty, far too full to take in anything that could make me happy. A poet in a 9 to 5, color drying on my palette knife, salt of the earth is all added in the city life. Reaching for a paradise, stretching my veins into the sky. Everyone else can learn to fly, why can't I? Washing my dry and burning hair. much. Thank you very much. This is Brandon Jackson on the bowron and percussion. This is Emma Dean on guitar. And this is Jamie Sandel on fiddle and bass. Jamie and I have been playing Irish music together in pubs since we were teenagers. And so that's how we got started working together and got into sort of the Irish influence. So we're going to sing a song off of my new EP. It's called Look at You Now. This song is called Everything I Need. There's a little bit at the end where if you feel like singing, I would love to involve you. You'll pick it up quite quickly. And we're going to pair it with a sean-nós song. Everyone say sean-nós. Look at you speaking Irish. Well done. Good job. So sean-nós means old style in the Irish language. And this song is called Casa an Tugon. Forever singing and dancing in me. All I gotta do is dip my feet in, then I'll know how I really feel. What if I am everything I need? Oh, what if I am everything I need? Under the water, a silver pebble. It's a dream and a wondrous hue. Cold in my hands, it feels familiar, like I'd forgotten, but I already knew. What if I am everything I need? Oh, what if I am everything I need? sure be sleeping, a bed of bulrush, feathered and thin. How can I be lonely when I've got my body with sun and earth and a river on my skin? What if I am everything I need? Oh, what if I am everything I need? My shelter, my home, my company. What if I am everything I need? My shelter, my home, my company. What if I am everything I need? You try. My shelter, my home, my company. What if I am everything I need? Last time. My shelter, my home, my company. What if I am everything I need? Thank you. So, Mountain Stage, I like to play a little game with myself sometimes. And that game is I will pick a song just in my head, and then I will ask ChatGPT to give me a genre. And I then have to make whatever song was in my head work with whatever genre I was just given. It's a little game I like to play with myself. It's quite fun, keeps me entertained. And so I have this song called Forever in My Mind, and it is this very ethereal sort of Celtic pop song, fingerstyle guitar. And I asked ChatGPT, what should I do with Forever in My Mind? And it said, blues. And I said, bet, let's do it. When you dance, I see the river. When you laugh, I hear the wind go by. When you walk, I see the mountains. When you sleep, I see the endless sky. And I'll love you forever in my mind. And I'll love you till the day I die. Like the moon, you'll pull me closer, bathe my body in your endless sky. Like a sound you slip away, leave a shadow of a day gone by. And I'll love you forever in my mind. And I'll love you till the day I die. When you laugh, I hear the wind go by. When you walk, I see the mountains. When you sleep, I see the endless sky. And I love you forever in my mind. I love you till the day that I die. I love you forever in my mind. I love you till the day I die. You're forever in my mind, and I love you until the day Thank you. Why not? Thank you so much. Mountain Stage, we've got one more song for you, and this song is also off of my new EP. And this song is called Lucky, and it's an Irish-inspired ballad. And it's based off of the journals of a woman named Kathleen Lynn. She was a public health hero in Ireland. She was actually one of the revolutionaries that fought in the Easter Rising of 1916, alongside her lifelong partner, Madeleine French Mullen. And thankfully, we have some pretty incredible records from Kathleen Lynn of not only the extraordinary accomplishments of her legacy, but also her relationship with Madeleine French Mullen. They were together for over 30 years, and so this is their song. Turn in the low light to face me. Our bodies still wet from the creek. Hair falling thick on my pillow. Your curls in my palm black as ink. I'm holding my breath in this moment. The weight of it honest and true. 'Cause darling, I've never been lucky, but somehow I've made it to you. Another year nearing at midnight, the bangs and the cheers and the smoke. A new world for us, dear, is dawning, with all the good days that we wrote. You smile and you say, come and kiss me. You're gripping my hands as they shake. And for the first time I count myself lucky to live out a dream while I wake. Oh, you'll be the one I call lover, and I'll be the one at your side. We'll make our meals in the evening and play the old landlord on time. Now walk with me out in the garden, turn your face to the sun. Oh, could you believe we're so lucky to live like we've already won? La da, la da da da, la da da da, la da da da. Try that one. La da da. kiss me, soft as the end of the day. 'Cause somehow we made it out sweetly, sure as sun and snow. They say life is long if you're lucky, and darling, I'd say we would know. They say life is long if you're lucky, my darling, I'd say we would know.
Thank you all so much. Thank you, Mountain State. I'm Melinda. Thank you.
Yes. Her mother is a teacher and a playwright, and her father is an actor. And as a kid, she spent lots of time backstage at theaters, and she acted in productions at the Kennedy Center and went on to star in several productions in the D.C. area and earned a Helen Hayes Award even. Her new EP came out in March. It's called Look at You Now, and you can look for her playing in D.C. at the 930 Club on November 23rd. That was Malinda. All right, well, this is the place in the show where Julie Adams usually sings a song, and Julie couldn't be here this week, so they asked me if I would collaborate with this wonderful band, and I'm excited to be here to do a song with them one more time. The band is, we're very proud of our band around here. Back there on acoustic guitar and harmonica tonight, the band leader, Ron Soul. Michael Lipton and Ryan Kennedy are on electric guitars. That's our very own Bob Thompson over there on the piano. Steve Hill is playing bass, and that's Ahmed Solomon on drums. Yeah. Well, I'm going to do an old song that I learned from my friend Tim O'Brien many years ago. Evening, each night you come and you find me. Why must you always remind me that my man is gone? Whoa, evening, can't you see him deep in your power? And each minute seems like an hour since my man is gone. Shadows fall on the wall. It's the time I miss your kisses most of all. Even though I try, how can I go on? Whoa, evening, can't you see the dawn is breaking? I don't care if I don't awaken since my man is gone. Each night you come and you find find me? Why must you always remind me that my man is gone? Oh, evening, can't you see I'm deep in your power? And each minute seems like an hour since my man is gone. Shadows fall on the wall. It's the time I miss your kisses most of all. Even though I try, how can I go on? Oh, evening, can't you see the dawn is breaking? Don't care if I don't awaken since my man is gone. My man is gone. My man is gone. Gone, gone, gone. Gone, 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 gone. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Remember, if you missed part of Mountain Stage or you want to hear something again, visit the podcast section of mountainstage.org. Each podcast includes songs not heard on the radio and the complete finale song. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe, and please leave a review wherever it is you listen. Our next guest is a Grammy Award winner. He won the Grammy in 2022 for Best Latin Pop Album. He's a 4-time Latin Grammy Award winner. He's a Cuban-Canadian singer-songwriter and guitarist. He hails originally from Artemisa, Cuba. He moved to Victoria, British Columbia in 1999. His father is a respected guitarist and teacher, so he was immersed in music from a very young age. He made a record with his twin brother before they both decided to pursue solo careers. His first and second solo albums won back-to-back Juno Awards, that's Canada's Grammy, for World Music Album of the Year in 2006 and 2007. His music is electric, acoustic, collaborative, and highly creative, encompassing Cuban folk, Latin pop, soul, and seemingly everything in between. He has a new album released in May called Voces de mi Familia, and a new album coming in 2025. Please welcome Alex Cuba.
Y estoy aquí, vine a buscar tu corazón, porque no te olvido y como si fuera el más furioso, te llevaré conmigo, tú me haces un vampiro. Sin respirar, te besaré, no importa dónde. Tengo la noche de amigo y y más que un motivo para vivir. Voy a seguir contigo, jugando a ser tu vampiro. Y entre que negro me iré volando siempre a tu encuentro. No hay nada lejos cuando me alcanza tu olor al viento. Yo sé que tú amas lo nuestro y no lo digas, es un secreto, es amor perfecto. Yo sé que tú amas lo nuestro y no lo digas, es un secreto, es amor perfecto. Perfecto. Y esta noche yo quiero estar contigo, amarnos escondidos, ser vampiro de tu amor. Y esta noche yo quiero estar contigo, amarnos escondidos, ser vampiro de tu amor. Y esta noche yo quiero estar contigo, amarnos escondidos, ser vampiro de tu amor. Y saber tu bom para piti bom pa bom pa bom para bom pa pi pororo para bi po. Y saber dororo para bom pa bom para bom pa pi pororo para bi po. Y esta noche yo quiero estar contigo, amarnos escondidos, ser vampiro de tu amor. Y esta noche yo quiero estar contigo, amarnos escondidos, ser vampiro de tu amor. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you so much. Con tanta gente que existe y tú te fijas en mí, en este mar de colores me dibujas así. A mí me gusta la noche y tú eres de madrugar. Es tan extraño que el tiempo nos quisiera encontrar. Sin intentar entenderlo, lo encuentro perfecto. Nuestra diferencia es del mundo el reflejo. Ya se ha puesto viejo creer que la vida es mejor cuando todo es igual. Dividido está el mundo dividido. Si vas a bailar conmigo, escoge cualquier camino. Dividido está el mundo dividido. Si vas a bailar conmigo, escoge cualquier camino. Oyendo esta melodía me decido a bailar. Quizás te noto en los ojos, tú te quieres sentar. A ti te gusta el silencio y yo no paro de hablar. Es mágico y divertido de otro punto mirar. Sin intentar entenderlo, lo encuentro perfecto. Nuestra diferencia es del mundo el reflejo. Ya se ha puesto viejo creer que la vida es mejor cuando todo es igual. Yeah, 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 yeah. Dividido está el mundo dividido. Si vas a bailar conmigo, escoge cualquier camino. Dividido, sí, está el mundo dividido. Si vas a bailar conmigo, escoge cualquier camino. razón tienen las aves al migrar, volar cambiando de aire y de lugar, cruzar la tempestad sin miedo a descubrir lo nuevo. Dividido está el mundo, dividido. Si vas a bailar conmigo, escoge cualquier camino. Dividido está el mundo, dividido. Si vas a bailar conmigo, escoge cualquier camino. Dividido, sí, está el mundo dividido. Si vas a bailar conmigo, escoge cualquier camino. Si vas a bailar conmigo, escoge cualquier camino. Si vas a bailar conmigo, oh, 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 yeah, 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 la, 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 yeah. Escoge cualquier camino. Thank you so much. It's very nice to be here tonight for the very first time. Thank you so much. En un día de sol, azul brilla el mar sobre la ciudad, vuela, escapa el viento y un amor escondido escoge este momento para seguir tratando de existir. Camino al azar, sin saber por qué. Hoy no te busqué, hoy no tuve aliento para escribir las notas con gritos y lamentos de algún nuevo bolero para ti. Camino al azar, sin saber por qué. Hoy no te busqué, no, hoy no tuve aliento para escribir las notas con gritos y lamentos de algún nuevo bolero para ti, de algún nuevo bolero para ti. algún nuevo bolero para ti. Oh, oh, oh. Para ti. So much. I'm gonna do one more song, and this is entitled Hoy como ayer. For all of you fluent in Spanish out there, thank you so much for listening. Thank you. Hoy como ayer, miro al infinito para descubrir el pacto de mi ser con el universo. Hoy como ayer, no ha existido el tiempo, porque sigo siendo el mismo soñador de las estaciones y vuelvo a amar así, sin esconder quién soy, sin prisa ni temor, sin culpa ni traición. Baila como lo hace la esperanza, alcanza el grito que resuena en mi garganta. Ella es el centro de mi sol, la razón por la que hoy me quedan ganas, me quedan ganas. Ella me despierta en la mañana, en su versión más natural y delicada. Ella es el centro de mi sol, corazón por el que hoy me quedan ganas. Hoy como ayer, se nos rinde el miedo cuando desnudamos la felicidad en cada momento. Hoy como ayer, y quizás mañana quedarán palabras para enamorar nuestros sentimientos y vuelvo a amar así, sin esconder quién soy, sin prisa ni temor, sin culpa ni traición. Bailan como lo hace la esperanza, alcanza el grito que resuena en mi garganta. Ella es el centro de mi sol, la razón por la que hoy me quedan ganas, me quedan ganas. Ella me despierta en la mañana, en su versión más natural y delicada. Ella es el centro de mi sol, corazón por el que hoy me quedan ganas. Hoy como ayer,
I don't care what language he sings in, it doesn't matter. It's just beautiful. He's collaborated with such a wide range of fellow artists, including Ron Sexsmith, Corinne Bailey Ray, and Nelly Furtado, as well as others such as renowned flamenco artist Antonia Carmona. And he is very prolific. His latest album, I thought, came out in May and was called Voces de mi Familia. But he has also a brand new album that came out like last week, a couple of weeks ago as we record this. It's called Audio Tree Live. And he has another album coming out early next year. And he says to look for new tour dates and release dates for those records on his website. That was Alex Cuba. We hope you'll take a look at our website, mountainstage.org. There you'll find links to our podcast, and you can follow us on just about every form of social media. And you can find tickets there also to our next live show. You can also find information about our special collaboration with Oh Boy Records, which is available now, called Live on Mountain Stage, Outlaws and Outliers. It's a double vinyl or 2 CD compilation featuring 21 tracks recorded live on Mountain Stage from artists like Wilco, Indigo Girls, Jason Isbell, and Rhiannon Giddens, plus previously unreleased music from Tyler Childers and Sierra Farrell. To find more about the release, go to mountainstage.org or ohboy.com. Next up is a respected and much covered performing songwriter. Her songs have been recorded by Alison Krauss, Bon Iver, Winona, Randy Travis, and many more. She had over 20 songs in the hit TV series Nashville, including the unofficial theme song called A Life That's Good. She grew up in North Carolina in a house steeped in music, and she considers it her first language. After years in Nashville, she moved back home to raise her family in the mountains where she grew up. Her latest album is called Modern Appalachia on Red Request Records. It's a unique blend of the traditional Appalachian and bluegrass she grew up on, but with a decidedly progressive slant. Please welcome Sarah Siskind.
I heard the sound of Dolly sing, and I breathed in every note. Stories told through melody with equal pain to hope. It was modern Appalachia, so ancient, so free, and it began to sew the fabric of me. Then I heard the voice of Mahalia. I beamed with a childish grin. She sang to me about her Jesus, and I wanted to know him, 'cause it was modern Appalachia, so old, so new. When the sacred met the sorrow, you knew it was true. We're finding out who we are. We're finding out who we are. Every day we're finding out. Then I heard the sound of Bill Frisell. I stopped right there and I wept. Without a word, just notes he played. He painted pictures on the fret, and it was modern to every color in me. Then I heard the sound of Paul Brady, and every hair did rise. I wondered how a sound so pure was this side of the skies, and it was modern Appalachia, so ancient, so free, and it became the landscape of me. We're finding out who we are. We're finding out who we are. Every day we're finding out. We're finding out who we are. We're finding out who we are. Every day we're finding out. Ooh. Would y'all make welcome here next to me playing beautiful electric guitar, Liam Bailey. I love coming here. This is my third time, and I was so tickled. Yes, when they brought me the song list of all the songs I've done on the show. So it turns out this next one I did before here, so it's a repeat. And it's okay because it's very important to sing in this area. I wrote it about the mountains, okay? And I wrote it about not just the mountains in North Carolina where I live, but I actually was living in Virginia when I wrote it. So I was kind of close to here, you know. People say that, oh, you live in West Virginia. Do you know my friend in Virginia? So I wrote this sort of, I grew up with that, living in North Carolina. Oh, I've got a friend in South Carolina. Y'all must know each other. This is a love song to the mountains. In the mountains, I am tending to my heart. I go walking with the stars. In the mountains, I am closer to the sky. I'm an eagle, not a sparrow. In go. I go walking in the snow. In the mountains, I feel closer to God. I'm a shepherd, not a soldier. In the mountains, out of sight. If you can find me, you can sit down beside me, but don't forsake me. I am so happy in the mountains. I can do what is right. I'm an eagle, not a sparrow. I'm a shepherd, not a soldier. In the mountains, out of sight. In the mountains, out of sight. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to do a song. I threw a song in the set list that is new. How about that? It's not on an album yet, but it's going to be. And it's a song of encouragement. When you feel like you might just be at the end of your rope, we all have those phases we go through. And you're not alone. So this is for you. It's called Come On Heart. Come on, heart, don't let me down. Come on, heart, don't fail me now. 'Cause I need you more than I ever have before. I don't think I can do this anymore. Can you beat, beat, beat like a drum and keep me going? Can you beat, beat, beat like a drum and keep me strong? Can you beat, beat, beat like a drum and I'll keep trying to sing this song. Come on, heart. Come on, heart, don't fade away. Come on, heart, please say you'll stay. 'Cause I might be at the end of my road, and I sure could use a little of your hope. Can you beat, beat, beat like a drum and keep me going? Can you beat, beat, beat like a drum and keep me strong? Can you beat, beat, beat like a drum and I'll keep trying to sing this song. beat, beat like a drum and keep me going? Can you beat, beat, beat like a drum, keep me strong? Can you beat, beat, beat like a drum, and I'll keep trying to sing this song. Come on, heart. Come on, heart. Come on, heart. Thank you. I hope radio never dies. I was just thinking about it after sound check, and this team that works on this show, I mean, what a great crew. Give them a hand. All the work that goes into this. And they're all so kind and smart and patient. And, you know, radio was such a big part of my life growing up, specifically NPR. And just, I can't imagine a life without it. So what a treat to be a part of this. And we'll all crouch around in a couple of weeks to the old speaker and listen again. So we're going to do one more for you, and so there's a lot more. There's so much excellence coming up here tonight, as you know. I'm gonna end with a song that is a little vulnerable, and I put it on set lists, and then I think, is this really a good idea? Good idea to do this song. And today I got a message. Yes, somebody needs to hear this. So, and I wrote it because I needed to hear it. Sometimes some of us feel like we love too much. We love from a true place, and but it seems to get us in trouble. And people say we're too much, you know, for them, and that's okay. I'm here to tell you that loving fully and unashamedly is a good thing. We need more of it. So this is for you if you feel that way. It's called I Won't Stop. And I'm Sarah Siskin. This is Liam Bailey, and thank y'all so much for listening to these songs. I fell again. Maybe I did myself in. I misread the signs and laid it all out on the line. But I won't stop loving like this. I won't stop losing myself. I was raised by love. I was bathed in love. I have been betrayed by love, but I always forgave love. And I won't stop feel the night rushing in to spill words I should not speak. Flow with waters will, and I won't stop loving like this. I won't stop losing myself. I was made from love. I am crazed by love. I am a slave to love. Yes, I was raised by love. And I won't stop. I won't stop loving like this. I won't stop losing myself. I was raised by love. I was made from love. I have been betrayed by love, but I always forgave love. And I won't stop. Thank y'all so much. I'm Sarah Siskin. This is Liam.
One journalist said, if Joni Mitchell had grown up in the South, she'd sound something like Sarah Siskin. She took up piano at 4 years old, and she had a teacher who taught her to play by ear as well as to read music. That's really unusual. She started writing songs when she was 11, and she recorded her first album at 14. She's been steeped in music all her life, and this album has taken her back home. It's called Modern Appalachia, and look for a new album coming this next spring. That was Sarah Siskin. We'd like to say a special hello to you right now if you're listening over KNCA in Bernie, California, or KNCH in San Angelo, Texas. We're so glad to have you listening, and we hope you can join us next week for an encore episode featuring Joan Osborne, Nellie McKay, Jake Cohn, Todd Burge, and West Virginia Poet Laureate Mark Harshman. This is Kathy Mattea, and you're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage from NPR. Hello again, and welcome to the second hour of Mountain Stage. I'm Kathy Mattea, and I'm so glad you joined us. We're at our home, the Culture Center Theater here in Charleston, West Virginia. We're so glad to be back, and we're glad to have you out there listening on the radio. We have another great hour of live music for you. In just a bit, we've got two living legends of Americana music. They've been called the Willie and Merle of this era. Dave, Alvin, and Jimmie Dale Gilmore are here, along with the Guilty Ones. But we're going to start this second hour with a Grammy-nominated singer and songwriter who's just released his 14th album. He's been at it for over 20 years now, writing, recording, and touring. Some call him country, some say he's closer to rock. He's had hits on the mainstream country chart, including the #1 Grammy-nominated song, Even If It Breaks Your Heart, recorded by the Eli Young Band. He's had major publishing and recording deals, but he remains fiercely independent, centered in his drive to create and perform music on his own terms. He wrote every song and played every instrument on his new album. It's called Tender-Hearted Boys on Edlo Records. He's a master songwriter with a soulful and expressive voice, and we are so happy to have him here. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Will Hoge.
Leave the window open, let the rain blow in. I drifted off for a minute, but I ain't doing that again. My jacket's in the kitchen, I left my boots there on the floor. Everything that I was hiding ain't hiding anymore. Time's a lonely dancer, yeah, she keeps you on your toes. It's the holiest of answers, it's the hardest one to show. You just saw right through me like some hollow picture frame. Made something out of all this mess that I thought was just a game. So it's time to put that deadbolt on the door, 'cause I can't hold this out back anymore. All these broken little shadows on the floor. Well, you just came and swept them up, made me finally see that maybe I could really be enough. You wander over to me, I hear you whispering my name. It's a perfect hallelujah in a sweet and slow refrain. Lonesome candle flickers, I watch you taking off your dress. Hardest part is over, I got no sins left to confess. So it's time to put that deadbolt on the door, 'cause I can't hold this out back anymore. All these broken little shadows on the floor. Well, you just came and swept them up, made me finally see that maybe I could really be enough. Could I really be enough? Well, thank you guys so much. It's a pleasure to be back here at Mountain Stage. This is one of those that when it shows up on the tour schedule, it's always the last night of the tour. And this is a hell of a way to end things. So thank you so much for sending me off right and proper. So as Kathy was kind enough to mention in that intro, I was born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee, which makes me one of the 11 people that can make that claim. I was driving down 8th Avenue one day in Nashville, and I was in this beat-up old Ford van. I sat at a red light, and I looked over to my right, and this shiny BMW pulled up, and it was Vince Gill. And I thought, man, that's pretty cool. In Nashville, you're just sitting in traffic with Vince Gill. And the light turned green, and I drove 3 or 4 more blocks, pulled up to another red light, and a big shiny black Cadillac pulled up on my left-hand side this time. And I looked over, and it was John Prine. Now, I'm not saying that seeing Vince Gill isn't real cool, 'cause it is. But then you see John Prine, and it's somehow even cooler. And he had this big grin on his face and his cool sunglasses on. He was sort of tapping his thumb on the steering wheel, you know. And I thought to myself, what kind of music is John Prine listening to that makes him feel the same way that John Prine music feels to all of us? And I never got to ask him and find out. But shortly after he passed, I was reading all the wonderful things that fellow musicians and other friends and family members and folks from all over the world had to say about him. And I was in a fairly dark place in my life at that point, and I realized that I guess technically I was doing okay. I'd say I was pretty all right. And I started thinking about that memory of John and how I carried that story around for years and didn't know what I would do with it. And it hit me right then that, like so many things, when I find myself in a dark place, I'll just get a pen and a paper and a guitar and try to work my way through it. I like to call it rock and roll therapy. And this is called John Prine's Cadillac. Meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Jesus Christ ain't gonna save us. Be careful of this old world to make us crazy as a 3-legged mule. I bake the biscuits brown and easy. Fried chicken all nice and greasy. Every time she comes round here and sees me, I'm shaking like a love-drunk fool. I'm smiling like a sinner on a month without Sundays. I guess I'm pretty alright. Put it in a postcard, tell the whole world that I'm just fine. 'Cause I'm skipping like a flat rock, sailing across the water, shining like the diamond stained glass. Happy as the music coming out of the speakers in the back of John Prine's Cadillac. Rolling slow, humming a song, keep my Christmas tree lit up all year long. You got me smiling bigger than Cheech and Chong, my heart banging like 2 boots in a dryer. You like that part, the Cheech and Chong part, you like that part. I wasn't sure with the crowd in West Virginia how the Cheech and Chong part was gonna go over. I'd like it noted that this is a good sign for our American country. Thank you so much for that. I love it. So now I forgot where I was. Yeah, smiling like Cheech and Chong. Yeah, there it is. Got my heart banging like two boots in a dryer. That's what it was. Now I say, roll the dice and I can't lose. I got rings on my fingers and wings on my shoes. If I try to sing them lovesick blues, everybody'll know that I'm a liar. 'Cause I'm smiling like a sinner on a month without Sundays. I guess I'm pretty alright. Put it in a postcard, tell the whole world that I'm just fine. And I'm skipping like a flat rock, sailing across the water, shining like the diamond stained glass. Happy as the music coming out of the speakers in the back of John Prine's Cadillac. I'm smiling like a sinner on a month without Sundays. I guess I'm pretty alright. Put it in a postcard, tell the whole world that I'm just fine. And I'm skipping like a flat rock, sailing across the water, shining like the diamond stained glass. Happy as the music coming out of the speakers in the back of John Prine's Cadillac. John Prine's Cadillac. Hey, thanks. For those of you on the radio, this is the sound of me walking over to the piano. All right. That was good. I got a brand new album. It's called Tender-Hearted Boys. It is written a lot from the perspective of what it is like to be raising young men in this world that we're in at this point. And my boys are 14 and 17 years old. And I remember what it was like. And I know that this world doesn't always do a great job of taking care of our young men. We try to make them oftentimes something they're not. We try to tell them that it's not okay to cry or to be sensitive or to have feelings. Just tough it out, rub a little dirt on it. I hated that when I was growing up, and it did a lot of damage to me, I think. So I sat one night and I wrote what I thought was sort of just a simple little throwaway song, and but I decided I'd put it on the record. My kids were the first ones that got to hear it. They cried too, so I figured, what the hell, we'll put it out there. I'm gonna play it for y'all and for the boys this evening. It's called Tender-Hearted Boys. I was there when y'all showed up. Thought I'd always had enough. I didn't know until right then what I was missing. Those little smiles, the little looks, 1,000 little children's books, and the million things that I won't be forgetting. The way y'all laugh still makes me smile. All the times I held you when you cried. No, I'll do that till I'm not here any longer. I hope you'll always find a way to help keep each other safe, and know together you're always so much stronger. And I know it's a damn cliche to say that time just flies away, and the words I say can get lost in the noise. Know as you both move along, even years after I'm gone, promise me you'll be tender-hearted boys. And this old world can feel obscene, make you crazy, make you mean. But boys, don't let those bastards change your hearts for nothing. Keep your souls and hold your grace. Look each other in the face and remember at least this one thing that I told you. 'Cause I know it's a damn cliche to say that time just flies away, and the words I say can get lost in the noise. Know as you both move along, even years after I'm gone, promise me you'll be tender-hearted boys. 'Cause I know it's a damn cliche to say that time just flies away, and the words I say can get lost in the noise. Know as you both move along, even years after I'm gone, promise me you'll be tender-hearted boys. Promise me you'll stay tender-hearted boys. Thank you. For those of you listening on the radio, this is the sound of me walking back from the piano. So imagine, if you will, I feel like part of my job is the big part is to write songs that I'm not ashamed of and feel confident enough to play and sing in front of people, make records, and do all that. Another part of my job is to go out and travel around the world and play them and sing them for people. That part is also cool. One of the things that sort of doesn't show up on the business card, but is also something that I feel like is part of my job, is that there's moments where I go out in the world and make mistakes, and I can write songs about them so that you don't have to make the same mistakes. And so it's sort of a I'll walk so you can run kind of moment. This is a relationship advice I'm about to give you, which if you know anything, taking relationship advice from a singer-songwriter is a wonderful idea. My wife is a therapist, so I'm more than just a singer-songwriter. I'm a therapist by proxy. Let's say, for example, that you and the love of your life are laying on your couch one night. Let's say there's no one else at home and it's just y'all, and you've had a lovely evening and you're watching a sweet romantic movie about a couple who has lived their entire lives together, and one of them is sick and going to pass away. When your loved one looks up at you and says, when this time comes for us, I just hope that I die first. And you say, me too. It doesn't go over great. So I'm just letting you know that. Don't say that. So what I had to do that night when I was asleep on the couch, this idea came to me, and I wrote it. And you know, in that lovely intro that we talked about Kathy earlier, she mentioned that there's like #1 hit songs and all of those things, and those are all true, and that's a real sign of success. But I consider this song to be one of my greatest hits because I played it for my wife the next day because it actually contained all the things that I really meant when I said Me Too. I didn't mean that to be as jerky as it sounded. It was a quick reaction, and it was easier than saying, like, I don't want you to have to deal with all of those things. I'd hate for you to be alone and have to tell our kids goodbye and sleep in the house by yourself for the first time. Those are all much sweeter thoughts than Me Too. So I put them in this song, and I played them for her, and she cried, and she let me sleep in the bed the very next night. So ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to play you what I consider to be the greatest song I've ever written. It's called The Last One to Go. I hope that we're still years away from the ending. Hope that we're less than halfway through the show. Hope that one day we could just fade off together. But the saddest part of any true love is someone ends up alone. I'd rather be the one that's crying. I'd rather be the one that rides in that long black limousine with half of a love inside. I'll be the one to take the flowers and spread them round back home. I'd rather be the one that's sleeping in this quiet old house alone. Hope that I'm the last one to go, 'cause I can't stand the thought of you wearing a black dress, hugging your sisters and telling them that you don't need them to stay. And the tears tattoo your face in that picture window, while our children and their children slowly drive away. I'd rather be the one that's crying. I'd rather be the one that rides in that long black limousine with half of a love inside. I'll be the one to take the flowers and spread them round back home. I'd rather be the one that's sleeping in this quiet old house alone. Hope that I'm the last one to go. I'll be the one to take the flowers and spread them round back home. I'd rather be the one that's sleeping in this quiet old house alone. Hope that I'm the last one to go. Thank you guys so much for having me. Appreciate it. Y'all have a great night.
Yeah, I'd let him back in the bedroom for that song too. That was really, really good. That was really, really good. No, it's okay. I have a boyfriend. It's all good. We've been married 36 years. I meant if I was his wife. He can zoom into an intimate close-up, or he can zoom out and comment on the larger state of things, and sometimes it's both at the same time. His new album is Tender-Hearted Boys, and that was Will Hoge. It's time for our piano player, Bob Thompson, to do a song for you. He's chosen tonight, Without a Song, a 1929 song by Vincent Yeomans. Please welcome Bob Thompson. That was Bob Thompson playing Without a Song, which was written by Vincent Yeoman. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio for the Mountain State of West Virginia. If you have questions or suggestions for us, our email address is feedback@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook and X and peek behind the scenes on our Instagram. You can find all those links at our website, mountainstage.org. We're going to close the show this week with a pair of singers-songwriters who have each been prominent artists for decades now. Jimmie Dale Gilmore co-founded the influential Lubbock group The Flatlanders in the early 70s. Dave Alvin co-founded the LA roots rock band The Blasters in the 80s. Jimmie Dale, who, by the way, is named after the father of country music, Jimmie Rogers, is known for left-of-center country, while Dave is steeped in old-school blues. The contrast makes for a lot of inspiration for them both. They made their first record together in 2018, and now they're back with another called Texicali. And they've been on a tour they're calling We're Still Here. It's included stops at the Grammy Museum in New York, a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Americana Music Association, and an appearance at Hardly Strictly Bluegrass. They've been dubbed the modern-day Merle and Willie. Please welcome Dave Alvin and Jimmie Dale Gilmore with The Guilty Ones.
If you've never had trouble, you've never been alive. Well, I've had my share, I survived. The way up ahead may not be clear, but I ain't worried, we're still here.
I had wild times in Houston at the Allen Park Inn. Long sleepless nights of temptation and sin. Well, when they tore that joint down, you know I shed a tear. Now the Allen Park's gone, but Jimmie Dale, we're still here. We're still here. We're still here. We're still standing, no matter what you might hear. We're still here. We're still here.
We just keep on rolling, 'cause we're still here. crazy you've never been in love. Uncomplicated romance is unheard of. Love's a tangled tale of hope and fear. But I'm willing to try, 'cause we're still here.
Well, now the music businessman with a music business smile said the songs you write, Dave, sound really old and way out of style. But I've been bopping these blues for over 40 years. And I don't know where he is now, but Jimmie Dale, we're still here. We're still here. We're still here.
We're still standing, no matter what you might hear.
We're still here. We're still here. We just keep on rolling, 'cause we're still here. Well, in New York City, the land of cash and concrete,
We went the wrong way down a one-way street.
7th Avenue.
We made it through that, so it's perfectly clear
that you all could make it too, 'cause somehow we're still here. We're still here. We're still here. We're still standing, no matter what you might hear. We're still here. We're still here. We just keep on rolling, 'cause we're still here. Thank you very much. It's great to be back on Mountain Stage. And indeed, those are the guilty ones, and that is the legendary Mr. Jimmie Dale Gilmore.
And that's Dave Alvin.
And yeah, that's a song from our new record, Texie Cali. He's Texie and I'm Cali, in case there's any confusion. And we'd like to do another song from the new record right now. This is one Jimmie Dale wrote.
Headed back to the borderland when the home guard went insane. No use trying to work with people who can't tell fire from rain. The judge had tried to hitch a ride, but I only took him part way. Friends are friends, but in the borderland, you can't be careful of what you say. The sheriff sent me every warning he could, but I knew more than he. My home is both sides the borderland, so he knows where I'll be. The businessman in a sleek sedan thought he could beat me here, but the roads fade out before you reach the line, and the signposts disappear. So good to be home and the borderland, where things are not what they seem. So good to be home in the borderland, between the dawn and the dream. The brown-eyed girl from the battleground had just met me halfway. The border guard let her pass, but said you cannot stay. She gazed upon the mountain above, and she reached out her hand, and she let go with all her might and loved the borderland. So good to be home and the borderland, where things are not what they seem. So good to be home and the borderland, between the dawn and the dream. So good to be home in the borderland, where things are not what they seem. So good to be home in the borderland, between the dawn and the dream. So good to be home in the borderland, so good to be home in the borderland, so good to be home in the borderland.
Jimmie Gilmore
All right, thank you.
and the Guilty Ones. Speaking of the Guilty Ones, that's Brad Fordham on the bass guitar. And that's Chris Miller on the fancy guitar over there. And on drums is the one and only Ms. Lisa Pankratz. What's that? You want to hear another song from the new record? I can arrange that. I know somebody. It's a song that was inspired by a guy by the name of Alan Wilson. And Alan Wilson, for some of you older folks, might remember the band Canned Heat. And he was the sweet singer in that band. And back in those days, he went by the name of the Blind Owl. And the Blind Owl was a great blues man. And the Blind Owl was the great, passionate, driven defender of the environment, particularly California redwoods. In fact, that's where he passed away, sleeping in a canyon at the age of 27 years old back in 1970. But like so many great musicians, the spirit lingers on. Now it's midnight in Kansas City. There's a hot summer rain falling down. It's another gig, another bar room, way out on the outskirts of town. And folks are dancing and sweating somewhere between salvation and sin. And when the morning sun rises, I'll be back on the road again. Heading for the next joint, I'm gonna make this guitar growl. I'm gonna blow the roof off it, baby. I'm gonna make that harmonica howl. Then I'll jump the boogie for Big Joe and play the blues for the Blind Owl. Well, out in wild California, there's a redwood piercing the sky, rising up from the forest over 300 feet high. And the odds are stacked against it, but somehow that sequoia survives. Standing strong, standing proud, and that's where the Blind Owl still flies. Heading for the next joint, I'm gonna make this guitar growl. I'm gonna blow the roof off it, baby. I'm gonna make that harmonica howl. Then I'll go walk with Mr. Lee Allen and play the blues for the Blind Owl. Well, it's midnight here in Charleston, or any town along the highway. Load in the gear, whisper a prayer, and be thankful for every damn day. 'Cause the odds are stacked against us, but somehow we still survive. Standing strong, playing proud, 'cause that's where the Blind Owl still flies. Heading for the next joint, I'm gonna make this guitar growl. I'm gonna blow the roof off it, baby. I'm gonna make that harmonica howl.
Then I'll play one for my brother Gene Taylor and play the blues for the blind eye.
Thank you very much. I think we got time for one more here. Don't play one more? Okay, all right. Do we still get paid? Jimmie, Dale, and I, as Kathy said, we've done 2 albums together, and those 3 songs are from the new one, Texicali. And right now we'd like to do the title track of the first album we did together, an album called Downey to Lubbock, because Jimmie's from Lubbock, Texas, and I'm from the great metropolitan area of Downey, California. And goes like this. Well, I'm a wild blues blaster from a sunburnt California town, and I got this loud Stratocaster that can blow any roadhouse down. You know that I've been up on the mountain and I looked for the promised land, and I grew up at a place called the Ash Grove where I shook Lightning Hopkins' hand. Now I'm leaving tonight, people, I'm down in Lubbock bound.
I'm an old flatlander from the great high plains. Like wanderlust and wonder, West Texas wind blows through my veins. But it seemed like California was the place to be for a hippie country singer. That was me. Well, I'm leaving tonight from Lubbock to Downey bound.
40 years on the highway, living on dreams and gasoline. Somehow still surviving on Red Bull, NyQuil, and chemotherapy. Where every city and every heartbreak and every hopeful kiss, every road I've traveled, Jimmie Dale, has led me right to this. Now I'm leaving tonight, people, I'm down in Lubbock bound.
Well, I took a lot of detours, cul-de-sacs and dead ends. But I made a lot of music, and I made a lot of friends. And I took a lot of turns, maybe some were not that good. If I had to do it over, well, I surely mostly would. I'd be right on this highway that's Lubbock to Downey bound.
I'm a wild blues blaster looking to find what can be found.
And I'm an old flatlander, and I've been round and round and round.
You know, Jimmy, someday this old highway, well, it just might come to an end.
Well, I know when it does, gonna be my friend.
Absolutely. So I'm leaving tonight, people. I'm down in Lubbock bound.
I'm leaving tonight, but I'm Lubbock to Downey bound.
Play the blues, Jimmy. Tonight, man, we're down in your Lubbock bound. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
The We're Still Here tour continues into next year. Their new album is called Texicali on Yep Rock Records. That was Dave Alvin and Jimmie Dale Gilmore. Yes, yes. Thank you to Dave and Jimmie Dale. Thanks to Will Hoge, Sarah Siskind. Thank you to Alex, Cuba, and Malinda. And thank you to everyone here in Charleston for being with us. And thanks, as always, to you out there listening on the radio, because without you, there'd be no Mountain Stage. We never forget that. I hope you'll be back next week for an encore episode featuring Joan Osborne, Nellie Mackay, Jake Cohn, Todd Burge, and West Virginia Poet Laureate Mark Harshman. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Senior producer is Jeff Shirley. Associate producers are John Ingram and Mallory Richards. We're engineered by Patrick Stevens, Richie Collins, Scott Robinson, and Greg McGowan, with production assistance by Michael Lipton, Lance Schrader, Chris Mead, Don London, Kelly Lassiter, Jen Brown, and Tony Patterson. Photographic services by Chris Morris. Promotion is coordinated by Mallory Richards. John Ingram, and Music in Motion Promotions. Special thanks to Mountain Stage members Walter and Sean Williams for their generous support. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Mountain Stage was founded by Andy Ridenour, Francis Fisher, and Larry Gross. Why don't you go out and hear some live music wherever you are just as soon as you can. You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. All right, we're gonna do this great old Jerry Jeff Walker song for you. I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you. Worn-out shoes, with silver hair, and ragged shirt, and baggy pants. The old soft shoe. He jumped so high, he jumped so high. Then he lightly touched down. Will Hoge.
Met him in a cell in New Orleans. I was down and out. He looked to me to be the eyes of agency. Spoke right out. Talked of life. Talked of life. Laughed and slapped his leg and said,
Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. All right, Mike Lipton. Ryan Kennedy. Bob Thompson. Ron Soul. All right, Melinda.
He said the name Bojangles and he danced a lick across the set. He grabbed his pants for a better stand, so he jumped so high. And he clicked his heels. He let go a laugh. He let go a laugh. Shook back his clothes all around.
Sarah Siskin.
He danced for those at minstrel shows and county fairs throughout the South. He spoke in tears of 15 years out. His dog and him, they traveled about. Oh, his dog up and died. He up and died. After 20 years, he still grieves.
Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. All right, Dave Alvin. Keep going. All right, Chris Miller. Jimmie Sandel. All right, Mike Lipton. You said I dance now at every chance in honky tonks for drinks and tips. Most of the time I spend behind these county bars, 'cause I drink a bit. He shook his head, and as he shook his head, I heard someone ask him, please, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance.
Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey Glasser. This is NPR.